Good morning, dear students. This is Sudhi Shukla. Hope you are well. Dear students, in our previous discussion, we have solved out few of the numericals based on the orbital elements. I hope from that discussion, you will come to understand the types of problems. And I also hope that if the problem is being asked to you in your examination as an objective or MCQ, you will be able to solve. But there may be problem to those students who haven't practiced rather than that numerical. That means you have to, I mean to say, you have to practice the problems related with the type of the problems which I have used to solve in our video lecture discussion. So let's continue on. अब हम कुछ उसी ऑर्बिटल एलिमेंट्स के पैरामीटर पे बेस्ड हम कुछ और क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करेंगे एंड लेट्स सी कि how easily we can solve it. So let me write first of all the question. After it all, we will go for the discussion session. So what the question is, determine the orbit eccentricity of a satellite moving in an elliptical eccentric orbit having the, that is visible, yes, semi-major axis equal to 16,000 kilometer if the difference between the apogee and perigee is 25,000 kilometer, and the Earth's radius is 6360 kilometer. Means let me read out the numerical first of all. That again the same type of case, determination is asked first. कोई बात नहीं, we will solve out. So it is being asked, determine the orbit eccentricity of a satellite. That means what we have to find out? We have to find out eccentricity. And in all my video lecture discussion throughout, आई यूज टू से कि जो टर्मिनोलॉजी है दैट शुड बी क्लियर टू यू कि इफ देयर इज अ टर्म इसेंट्रिसिटी तो हम उस इसेंट्रिसिटी को किससे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. रिप्रेजेंटेशन शुड बी मस्ट. दैट नॉलेज is having much importance for solving the numerical. उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस बहुत है. इसेंट्रिसिटी को आप समझ ना पाओ कि हमें कैसे लिखना है तो that will be quite tough for you. So that what we have to find out? We have to find out that eccentricity, that means small e, yes, of that satellite which is moving in an elliptical eccentric orbit. That satellite is moving in a elliptical orbit. That means the value of E will lie under the range of 0 to 1. क्योंकि elliptical orbit में satellite move कर रहा है. That means I have told you कि अगर E की वैल्यू 0 हो जाती है, in that case the orbit will be circular. लेकिन if the orbit is elliptical in nature, that means the value of E for that satellite, moving satellite, will be in the range of 0 to 1. तो ये तो हमें कंफर्म हो गया 0 to 1 के बीच में होगी. That will not be 0, that will not be 1, that will in between these two values. So having the semi-major axis equal to 16,000 kilometer. Semi-major axis is given as 16,000 kilometer. In our previous discussion, I have also told you the representation for semi-major axis and semi-minor axis. So semi-major axis is given to be 16,000 kilometer, and if the difference between the apogee and perigee is 25,000 kilometer, difference in between, that means difference between apogee and perigee is given as 25,000 kilometer, and the earth radius is given as 6360 kilometer. That means radius is given to you. That means the difference between the semi-major axis, the value for semi-major axis, that is 16,000 is given, and the difference between the apogee and perigee, that is given to you as 25,000 kilometer. So it is clear that we have to find out the eccentricity of that satellite, and these data are given. So let us start with our process with the given data first. What is being given to you? So let me write here given things. Radius is given what? 6360 kilometer. The difference between apogee and perigee is 25,000 meter, that is given to you. And dear students, the representation of E, that we have to find out, and the semi-major axis, that is A, is given as 16,000 kilometer. R is given, A is given, difference in between these two, apogee and perigee, is given. That means apogee minus perigee, that is given as 25,000 kilometer. Means this is the data which is being provided to you as R is equals to 636 kilometer. E you have to find out. A is given as 16,000 kilometer, and the difference between apogee and perigee is given to you as a 25,000 kilometer. So you have to remember the relationship through which you can get the value of these E, eccentricity of that moving satellite, with the help of these given data. Just think about it. Otherwise I am for you always and always 24/7. Just think about it. After it all, we will solve out the numerical. Dear students, these are the elements, orbital elements associated with the satellite, through which while solving we can create a general idea about कि these according to the given data, how we can find out the radius or the eccentricity of that satellite, whatever is being asked to you. So first of all, we will move further for the solution. We all know about this apogee. It is given as A 1 plus E. In our previous discussion, we have discussed about the apogee and perigee height. That was basically represented as RA and RP. Similarly, apogee in terms, it can be represented as A 1 plus E. And if we talk about this perigee, simply that can be given as A 1 minus E. Apogee is 1 plus E and perigee is what about 1 minus E. And in our question, just have a look. Here what is given? The difference in between these two is given as 25,000 kilometers. So let me write down the difference between these two. How can I write? Simply A 1 plus E minus of A 1 minus E is equals to 25,000. One thing as a note you can note in your mind, that whenever eccentricity is being asked, generally we need not to convert the kilometer into meter or something like that. Generally हम किलोमीटर एक स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट में लेके चलते हैं जब कभी भी हमें ई फाइंड आउट करना, तो नीड नॉट टू वरी कि सर अब इसको उसमें चेंज करिए. In the last maybe chances we will going to convert it, but before it we are not going to. So A 1 plus E minus A 1 minus E of this much. So from here simply this A will be cancelled out. See, let me solve. A plus AE minus A plus AE is equals to 25,000. This A and this A get cancelled with each other. What we have? We have 2AE is equals to 25,000 kilometers. So from here, what can we calculate? We just simply calculate, what we have to calculate? E. Is there any problem associated to find out this E? Yes. The problem is with this A, small a, semi-major axis. The value of which is given, just have a look. Here A is mentioned as a 16,000 kilometer. No worries, simply write it down here. Means simply we can write E is equals to 25,000 upon 2 into A. What is A? 16,000. That means 0 and 0 get cancelled. We have 25 upon 32. Let me use the calci. 25 divided by 32. And we have a value E is equal to 0.78125. Need not to write. That will be acceptable up to 2 decimal places. This question is generally asked in many of the times as a multiple choice question. So the answer will be near about to this. Always. So what we find out, what is the value of E while solving we have this value to be 0.78, and I have told you in the starting that E value, eccentricity value will lie in between 0 and 1. तो हमारे पास कितनी वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने के बाद आती है 0.78. See, from the help of these given data, what is being asked to calculate the value of eccentricity, and we know the apogee can be represented as A1 plus E. A is what? This is semi-major axis. E, this what we have to find out. But what basically is? This is a eccentricity. Parity is what? A1 minus E. So the difference of these two is given as 25,000 kilometer. And while solving, we get the value E to be 0.7. So this is the way through which you can solve the numerical. Maybe chances are there that exactly with these given data the question will come. But if the question's data are changed, need not to worry, the process will be same. And that is not much tough process. Easily you can solve it. So I hope you understand. So just note it down or take the screenshot of it, because I am going to rough and we will go for the next question. I always used to say, किसी भी स्टेप में आपने कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, without any hesitation you can ask to me. So is it okay? So I am going to rough it. जब कभी भी आपसे इसेंट्रिसिटी के लिए पूछेगा तो प्रोबेबिलिटी इज हाई कि आपने यूनिट का कन्वर्जन नहीं करना होगा, बट ऑलवेज ओपन योर आइज, क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस में कभी भी किसी पॉइंट कोई भी पॉइंट टर्निंग हो सकता है, एंड बाय दैट may create a problem to you. So be alert for it. So let me write down the next numerical. So let me write first, after it all we will go for the discussion. So here two satellites are moving in an elliptical eccentric orbit with same parity but different apogee distances satellite 1 means here we are talking about the two satellites, in which the satellite 1 is having an orbital period of five hours and semi-major axis, that is what, 20,000 kilometer, while the orbital period of satellite 2 is 2 hours 50 minutes. So determine the semi-major axis of a satellite. See, let me read out the numerical. The numerical is seems to be big. घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, दिखने में बस, but the solution is not to worry. See, two satellites are moving in an elliptical centric orbit with the same perigee but different opposite distance. अर्थ है उसके अराउंड दो सैटेलाइट्स मूव कर रहे हैं, दो सैटेलाइट्स मूव कर रहे हैं, उनके करस्पॉन्डिंग पेरिजी इज सेम, जो डिस्टेंस है उस अर्थ के नियर अबाउट दैट इज सेम, बट अपोजिट डिस्टेंस इज क्वाइट डिफरेंट. मींस एक यहीं से टर्न कर जाता है और एक थोड़ा सा आगे से टर्न करता है. जो रोटेशन है, एक जो पेरिजी पॉइंट है दैट इज सेम, लेकिन जो अपोजिट पॉइंट है दैट इज एक का इसके करस्पॉन्डिंग है और एक उससे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा डिस्टेंस, मतलब दैट डिस्टेंस इज डिफरेंट. ऐसा क्वेश्चन कहता है. सो सैटेलाइट 1 इज हैविंग एन ऑर्बिटल पीरियड ऑफ 5 आवर्स एंड, अब सैटेलाइट 1 के करस्पॉन्डिंग क्या बोलता है, कहता है कि जो ऑर्बिटल पीरियड है दैट इज 5 आवर्स एंड सेमी मेजर एक्सिस इज 20,000 किलोमीटर, while the orbital period of second satellite is 2 hour 50 minute. मतलब जो ऑर्बिटल पीरियड मैंने बताया था जब हम न्यूमेरिकल स्टार्ट कर रहे थे इन आवर प्रीवियस डिस्कशन, वहां बताया था ऑर्बिटल पीरियड को बेसिकली हम कैपिटल टी से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. तो सैटेलाइट 1 के करस्पॉन्डिंग दैट मींस कि T1 इज गिवन एज 5 आवर्स एंड T2 इज गिवन एज 2 आवर्स 50 मिनट. तो हम एक स्टैंडर्ड में इसको कन्वर्ट कर लेंगे, मिनट में हम रख लेते हैं, इस वैल्यू को भी हम मिनट में कन्वर्ट कर देंगे, इस वैल्यू को भी हम मिनट में कन्वर्ट कर देंगे. तो दैट विल व्हाट वी हैव T1 एंड T2 रिस्पेक्टिव टू दिस सैटेलाइट. इन सैटेलाइट के करस्पॉन्डिंगली हमारा T1 और T2 की वैल्यू यहां पे दैट इज गिवन. एंड व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट गिवन हियर कि सेमी मेजर एक्सिस किस सैटेलाइट के करस्पॉन्डिंग, सैटेलाइट 1 के करस्पॉन्डिंग, दैट इज व्हाट रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय दिस A. And what is that value? That means A1. A1 is given as 20,000 kilometer. While the orbital period of second satellite is this, so what we have to determine? We have to determine the semi-major axis of a satellite 2. Just write it down 2. क्योंकि semi-major axis अगर 1 का given है, तो by default what we have to find out? We have to find out the semi-major axis, that is the value of A2. अगर हम सैटेलाइट 1 के करस्पॉन्डिंग A1 सपोज करते हैं और सैटेलाइट 2 के करस्पॉन्डिंगली A2 सपोज करते हैं, तो जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट कि किस रिलेशनशिप के थ्रू, क्योंकि रिलेशनशिप आपको टाइम पीरियड और इस सेमी मेजर एक्सिस में देखना है। जस्ट रिमेंबर, याद करिए आप। गिवन क्या है ये हम लिख लेंगे, बट स्टिल यू ऑल नो अबाउट द गिवन डेटा। तो लेट मी राइट डाउन हियर इटसेल्फ कि व्हाट इज गिवन। व्हाट इज गिवन, अगर T1 सैटेलाइट 1 के करस्पॉन्डिंग अगर हम एज्यूम करते हैं तो डेट इज गिवन एज 5 आवर्स, और T2 अगर हम एज्यूम करें तो डेट इज गिवन एज 2 आवर 50 मिनट। A1 is given as 20,000 kilometer, and what we have to find out? A2. T1 is given as 5 hours, T2 is given as 2 hours 50 minutes, A1 to be 20,000 and A2 that we have to find. So we have to write down the solution of it. So dear students, we have to convert this. First of all, let me write down the, after it all we will go for the conversion. Orbital period, that is what represented by T, is given by T is equals to 2 pi square root of A cube by mu. This is the relationship in between orbital time period and the semi-major axis. We have used this formula, and in our previous session we have solved it. So इस रिलेशनशिप में we can come to know that T represents the orbital time period, A is the semi-major axis. So this is the general formula, but we have, this is for this relationship, this is for the orbital time period for a single satellite. But if you have a two satellites, satellite 1 and satellite 2, for that we have considered as a orbital time period T1 and T2. So if you are going to convert this in a minute, that is 5 hour is being converted, because we have to follow a uniform standard. तो 5 आवर्स को जब हम मिनट में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो वी हैव टू जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई दिस वैल्यू विद 60 एंड व्हाट वी हैव 300 मिनट, मीन्स we can assume T1 to be 300 minutes and T2 to be 2 into 60 plus 50, that is 170 minutes. Means T1 value is given as 300 minutes and T2 value is given as 170 minutes. So let me go for this relationship. Simply I can write T1 is equals to 2 pi square root of A1 cube upon mu, and similarly for T2 we can write T2 is equals to 2 pi square root of A2 cube upon mu. So when you are going to divide these two separate individual equations, that if you consider this to be equation 1, just consider this equation 2. Just divide both of the equations. While dividing, what we have, simply we can cancel out this 2 pi and this mu, because mu value is what, 39.8 we have calculated in our previous discussion. 39.8 into 10 the power 13 Newton meter square per kg. So the new relationship what we have, that is T1 by T2 is equals to A1 cube upon A2 cube. So through this relationship simply we can find out A2, that is semi major axis for the satellite 2. What we have the value for T1, that is what given as 300 minute. We have the value for T2, that is what given as 170 minute. We have the value for A1, that is what given as 20,000 kilometer. What we not have this A2, and that what we have to find out. So let's do a mathematics for it. 300 upon 170 is equals to square root of 20,000 upon A2 cube. Let me use the calci. So this 300 value divided by 170, we have 1.76 is equals to this value. So simply we can square it. While squaring both sides, what we have, 20,000 upon A2 cube. So while squaring, what we have, 3.11, this value to be 3.114 upon this value to be 20,000 is equals to 1 upon A2 cube. So from here we can simply write A2 cube is equals to 20,000 upon 3.114. So let me divide 20,000 . So just do a calculation and tell me. Is there something wrong? I think. Yes. See. This is A cube. We have to write down the cube of it. So here it will be cube. Here it will be cube. Here it will be cube. So generally, if simply I can write, we have the value for it to be 8 into 10 the power 12 upon this value 3.114. I am directly writing it. This value divided by 3.114, and we have the value 2.56 into 10 the power 12, and while taking the cube root of it, that is 8 into 10 the power 12 divided by 3.114. So what we have, A2 is equals to, while calculating we have 13,695.89. So this is the in kilometer. This is the value for semi major axis for the satellite 2. देखिए इससे हमें क्या पता लगा while this discussion कि टाइम पीरियड सैटेलाइट 1 के लिए और 2 के लिए गिवन है, स्टार्टिंग में क्वेश्चन कहता है कि जो पेरिजी है डेट इज सेम, लेकिन जो एपोजी है डेट इज डिफरेंट। अब देखिए पहले सैटेलाइट के लिए जो एपोजी है फारदेस्ट पॉइंट है डेट इज अबाउट 20,000 किलोमीटर, लेकिन A2 के लिए जो है आपका 13,695.89 किलोमीटर, क्योंकि दोनों के लिए जो सेमी मेजर एक्सिस है डेट इज एपोजी इज डिफरेंट। पेरिजी वाज सेम बट एपोजी वाज डिफरेंट। सो दिस इज द वे थ्रू विच वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट। अब देखिए यहां पे दो सैटेलाइट के करस्पॉन्डिंगली ये गिवन डेटास थे और इसमें से A2 पूछ दिया तो हमने इस तरीके से सॉल्व किया। अब जरूरी नहीं है कि ऐसे ही A2 हर क्वेश्चंस के लिए बदल के बस A2 ही पूछे। मे बी चांसेस कि A1 में भी आस्क्ड, मे बी चांसेस T2 में भी आस्क्ड, मे बी चांसेस T1, मतलब इन पैरामीटर से रिलेटेड जो ये रिलेशनशिप है T1 अपॉन T2 स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ A1 क्यूब अपॉन A2 क्यूब, इन बीच में से चारों में से कोई एक पैरामीटर की वैल्यू पूछ सकता है एंड द अदर थ्री विल ऑलवेज बी प्रोवाइडेड टू यू। So this is the way through which you can solve out the numerical. I hope the process is okay to you. Just note it down because I'm going to rough it. Either take the screenshot of it or note it down, because we will go for the next question. Dear students, क्वेश्चंस भले ही दिखने में बड़े हों, एक बार जब आप गिवन डेटास को लिखोगे आफ्टर इट ऑल that will become easy for you. So this is the way through which you can solve the numericals. I hope these two questions you can easily understand, and let me write down the third question, the last question, another type of question. After it all, let me write question first. After it all, we will go for the discussion. A satellite is moving in a circular orbit for the period of 1 day. So calculate the radius of orbit, and a given data is given that mu is equals to 39.8 into 10 the power 13 Newton meter square per kg. So in this question, let me read out the question first. A satellite is moving in a circular orbit for the period of 1 day. There is a question, just read out carefully. That satellite is moving in a circular orbit. So that should be, you have to focus on. For the period of a 1 day, 1 day duration में satellite circularly move कर रहा है, circularly motion में. So what we have to calculate the radius of a orbit. जो circular motion कर रहा है, रेडियस क्या होगा? गिवन इज व्हाट? दिस म्यू इज गिवन 39.8 into 10 the power 13 न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर पर केजी. तो जस्ट थिंक ओवर इट and let me know that how you can solve out this numerical. The duration what we are discussing in previous questions, that is given in hours. We are going to convert that in minute, but that duration is in seconds, but never the day was mentioned. So that's why I have selected this question, that there is some twist, because the types of problem you are going to solve, the more accurate you being, your answer will be more accurate. So have a look for the question. Dear students, the given data is the time period of it, that is 1 day. And what is being asked, the radius of that orbit, that means simply you can say a value is being asked. So simply you can just apply according to Kepler's third law. In my discussion, I have told you about the Kepler's first law, second law, and third law. I hope you remember. That is given as A is equals to mu upon n square power 1 by 3. This is the Kepler's third law, that is A is equals to mu upon n square 1 by 3. What is this A? This A is not the Parisi point, but it is same as the Parisi because the orbit is what? Circular type. जिसको हम यहां पे रेडियस बोलेंगे, रेडियस ऑफ द ऑर्बिट. दिस ए इज व्हाट? रेडियस ऑफ ए ऑर्बिट, जिसको हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. एंड दिस कैन बी विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस Kepler's थर्ड लॉ. तो ए इज इक्वल्स टू क्यूब रूट ऑफ म्यू अपॉन एन स्क्वायर. तो हम देखते हैं कि अगर ए हमें फाइंड आउट करना है तो उसके लिए क्या म्यू गिवन है? यस, दैट्स वैल्यू 39.8 into 10 the power that way. The value of n, this is not given to you. This you have to calculate. So what this n is? Let me write here. We know that n is equals to 2 pi by t. Is there any problem? 2 pi by t. So if you can calculate this n value, simply you can put it down here and you are just able to get the value of A. So let me hold the calculator. Two pi, that means 2 into 3.14 upon t value जो given है, that is 1 day. एक दिन की बात कर रहा है, that means 24 hours. मिनट में अगर हम देखें तो 60 मिनट, सेकेंड्स में देखें हम तो 60 सेकेंड. तो n की वैल्यू हमने देखना है. रोटेशंस पर सेकेंड, सिंपली इफ यू कैन से. So that's value is this. So let me solve out 2 into 3.14. That value is 6.28. upon 24 cross 60 cross 60. What this value is? 86,400. And when you are going to divide 6.2a divided by 86,400, you have the value n is equals to 7.26 into 10 the power minus 5 per second. Dear students, this is the calculated value for small n. Simply you can write 7.27 and this is what? Radians per second. रोटेशन पर सेकंड की हम बात कर रहे हैं n की वैल्यू के लिए 2 पाई बाई टी जो सर्कुलर मोशन के करस्पॉन्डिंग है. तो व्हाट दिस इज 7.27 into 10 the power minus 5 radian per second. Now what we have the value for n, simply we have to put it down the value of their n, and from here we can calculate it. So let me write first of all, that is 39.8 into 10 the power 13 upon 7.27 into 10 the power minus 5 का होल स्क्वायर और इस पूरे वैल्यू का क्यूब रूट, दैट इज 1/3. What this is? Means now we have the value for this a, but simply you have to apply the mathematics. तो हम इसकी वैल्यू पहले फाइंड आउट करेंगे. So this value what we have is 39.8 into 10 the power 13 upon 5.28 into 10 the power minus 9. That value is 5.28 into 10 the power minus 9. अब इस वैल्यू का क्या है आपका 1/3. 10 the power minus 9 की वैल्यू को जब आप ऊपर भेजेंगे न्यूमरेटर में, that will be plus, and when you are going to divide 39.8 divided by 5.28, this value to be 7.53 into 10 the power 22 और इस वैल्यू का 1/3. So the values for this a to be calculated is 42,510.09 kilometer. Sorry, that is in meter. This value is for this a, और इसको जब अगर हम किलोमीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो वैल्यू विल बी बिकम 42242 kilometer. Means this is the value for this a. तो क्वेश्चन वॉज सिंपल. क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा गया आपसे कि जो सैटेलाइट है वो सर्कुलर मोशन कर रहा है और जो सैटेलाइट सर्कुलर मोशन कर रहा है वो जो टाइम ड्यूरेशन ले रहा है दैट इज 1 दिन का है. 24 घंटे वो सर्कुलर मोशन कर रहा है. तो अगर वो 24 घंटे सर्कुलर मोशन करता है और म्यू की दिस वैल्यू गिवन है तो आप क्या रेडियस बता सकते हो कि व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस ऑफ दैट सैटेलाइट फ्रॉम द अर्थ. तो हमने यूज किया केप्लर्स का थर्ड लॉ जो कि कहता है a इक्वल्स टू क्यूब रूट ऑफ म्यू अपॉन एन स्क्वायर. म्यू गिवन डेटा था, द प्रॉब्लम इज विद दैट ऑफ वैल्यू ऑफ n जो कि रेडियंस पर सेकेंड में कैलकुलेट किया जाता है. तो n कैलकुलेट कर लिया. अब चूंकि मोशन जो हमारा है that is what circular around this अर्थ, जो सैटेलाइट आपकी रोटेट कर रही है। ये डिस्टेंस हमने, इसकी डिस्टेंस हमने ए जो रिप्रेजेंट किया, यही हमने फाइंड आउट करना था। तो इसके लिए हम n फाइंड आउट करने के लिए 2 पाई बाई टी लगाते हैं। t 24 आवर्स था, वी हैव कन्वर्टेड इनटू सेकेंड्स, क्योंकि हमने कैलकुलेट जो करना वैल्यू डेट विल बी रेडियंस पर सेकेंड एंड द कैलकुलेटेड वैल्यू 7.27 into 10 to the power minus 5 seconds. Once we have the value for this n, we have substituted in this relationship, and while applying this mathematics, while calculating, we have the value of this 42242 kilometer. The value of this means एक दिन में सर्कुलर मोशन अगर करता है तो जो डिस्टेंस कवर कर रहा है, जो डिस्टेंस है अर्थ से उस सैटेलाइट की, that is find out to be or calculated to be 42242. So I hope you got my points. So dear friends, if you have any type of doubt, directly ask to me without any hesitation. And I hope what I have taught to you got my points. If you have any problem, I always used to say, in any of my step, just ask any of the time. And I hope you will take care of yourself. So thank you so much for this discussion and being a part of this video.